Good morning. These readings are for Thursday, September 24th, 2020. We switch over our psalm reading, and it is Psalm 78, verses 1 through 4, and then 12 through 16. Our Old Testament reading is Isaiah 48, 17 through 21. And our New Testament reading is James chapter 4, verses 11 through 16. Here's our reading. Our Psalm 78. Listen, dear friends, to God's truth. Bend your ear to what I tell you. I'm chewing on the morsel of a proverb. I'll let you in on sweet old truths. Stories we heard from our fathers. Counsels we learned at our mother's knee. We're not keeping this to ourselves. We're passing it along to the next generation. God's fame and fortune. The marvelous things that he has done. We continue on through 12 through 16, and being in the Message, it actually starts in verse 9. The Ephraimites, armed to the teeth, ran off when the battle began. They were cowards to God's covenants, refused to walk by his word. They forgot what he had done, marvels he done right before their eyes. He performed miracles in plain sight on their parents, in Egypt and out of the fields of Zon. He split the sea and they walked right through it. He piled the waters to the right and the left. He led them by day with the cloud, led them all night long with the fiery torch. He split rocks in the wilderness, gave them all that they could drink from the underground springs. He made creeks flow from sheer rocks, and water poured out like a river. Our Old Testament reading comes from Isaiah 48, verses 17 through 21. And now, the Master, God, sends me and his Spirit with a message from God, your Redeemer, the Holy of Israel. I am God, your God, who teaches you how to live right and well. I will show you what to do, where to go. If you had listened all along to what I had told you, your life would have flowed full like a river, blessing rolling in like waves from the sea. Children and grandchildren are like sand, your progeny like grains of sand. There would be no end of them, no danger of losing touch with me. Get out of Babylon! Run from the Babylonians! Shout the news! Broadcast it! Let the world know. The whole world. Tell them, God redeemed his dear servant Jacob. They weren't thirsty when he led them through the deserts. He made water pour out of the rock. He split the rock and the water gushed. Our New Testament reading today is from James chapter 4, verses 11 through 17. Don't mouth anybody, friends. It's God's word, his message, his royal truth, his royal rule that makes them obedient in that kind of talk. You're supposed to be honoring the message, not writing graffiti all over it. God is in charge of deciding human destiny. Who do you think that you are to meddle in the destiny of others? And now, I have a word for you who brashly announce, today, at the latest tomorrow, we're off to such and such a city for a year. We're going to start a business and make a lot of money. You don't know the first thing about tomorrow. You're nothing but a wisp of a fog, catching a brief bit of the sun before disappearing. Instead, make it a habit to say, if the Master wills it and we're still alive, we'll do this or that. As it is, you are full of your grandiose selves. All such vaunting self-importance is evil. In fact, if you know the right thing to do and don't do it, that for you is evil. And here ends our readings for the day.